Welcome to my channel, and just a quick one. I just want to say thank you so much for the people who have actually subscribed to the channel not too long ago, and thank you for the people who have been watching my videos from day one. I do appreciate that as well. The comments have really been amazing, and it just shows that there's not just I'm not just the only one that has the thoughts of moving back to Africa, and there's many more people who are making that decision or have made that decision. But thank you so much for the support, and please bring those comments. Any questions, I will look into those comments and the questions, and I will make a video. The idea is to send a video twice a week. So I want to start from day one. What made us decide to move back to Zimbabwe? This has always been something I've always wanted to do because I love the outdoor lifestyle. I love the feeling of waking up in the morning and looking forward to my day. For those who live in America or in the UK know that you basically just do work. You don't really enjoy the meaningful things in life. For example, spending time with your family. For example, getting to know yourself really, and also connecting to the Holy Spirit. I'm a Christian, so I feel like we lose the core values, and I feel like when you're living in the UK, it's easy to lose the touch of the basic things. I remember when I was young, we always had family events. We always managed to go to my grandma's houses, one in Mashaba and Blawayo. We got to see them regularly. We got to see my cousins regularly. We got to, got to know my uncles, my aunties, and we lost that touch because everybody here, when you're in the UK, especially, you kind of like focus more on survival. If you're not working, you're trying to rest. So you kind of get locked into this cycle of just survival mode. I grew up being free, and it has always been something that I love. And going back to Zimbabwe made me feel so much alive because my children got and get to spend time with their cousins. They get to see aunties and uncles again. They get to basically feel that sort of freedom again. And for me, that's what's important, is family connection. And being here has kind of like taken that away from me. And for me personally, I believe in following your heart. Following your heart, and basically you live once. This is not a rehearsal. You're not going to replay your life again. So that for me is a motivator on, just going for things. And if you fear something, the best way to conquer that is to face it. Life goes like this. We get hit by little pebbles as some sort of warning. When we ignore the pebbles, life then gets a brick and hits you. And we ignore the brick, and then we get wiped off by this big bolt. And if you're really honest with yourself, you can then look back and see where we have ignored the warning signs. Some people might have the nerve to say, why me? Guys, we are breathing right now, and we are privileged to be in the place. Okay, we can't look at the UK as, say, some sort of like a negative. It is a positive because the cash flow is quite quicker, and you can save your little £200 a month and put it aside for the bigger goal is to move back home. And, the one thing that makes me scared is one day if I'm on my dying bed and I realize actually I didn't live the life that I wanted. And, the signs are right now that actually, it's the dream has been fake all this time. To come to the UK and live a 9-to-5 job and basically retire on a pension. But actually we are beginning to realize that no, this is an illusion and to keep us in this trap, and the idea is, make bold moves and see how it goes. If you do move back to Zimbabwe and it doesn't work for you, you can always come back to the UK. It's up to you. For me, I'm just here for a period of time. People are losing money by buying fake land. We have almost gone into that trap. There is people who are advertising rural lands, but actually when you look deep into it, it does not, the states will not recognize it as yours, and you can be basically removed out of that land. So you just gotta be so careful. I will be posting videos twice a week and answering your questions. There's loads of lessons that nobody ever told me about until I moved to Zimbabwe. Remember that everybody that you do meet is a mentor. Every and you don't have to like that mentor, you don't have to like that teacher, but whether it's for the good or for the bad, you learn about people. You know, the one thing I learned more in Zimbabwe is about people. You know, in the UK, you don't really see people face to face. Even though you probably have the same sort of scams in the UK, you don't feel it as much because everything just moves quick. In Zimbabwe, you're going to meet people up front. You're going to meet the con artists up front. In the UK, everyone is behind the screen. So, so I learned a lot, and I really can't wait until I go back. I've given myself 2 years now to go back, and I will document the processes and what I'm doing to get back to going back to Zimbabwe, and how I'm going to earn money. Like I say, I do that through e-commerce, Amazon. That's what I'm building right now, so that I'm able to earn an income from here while I'm over there, and then build something over there with the money that I'm making, because Zimbabwe is quite slow when it comes to returns of investments. So I know somebody did ask me, why don't I set up a business there? I do want to, but your returns will come a bit slower. So you need something here. If you don't have a good amount of savings where you could give yourself time while your business kicks off, then by all means, that's something right here, so that you can earn a steady income. Whether it's, guys, you don't need a lot of money. You just need at least 1,200 US a month, and I'm talking about US, not pounds, a month, to have quite a comfortable life. If you're going to rent, I'll say the best price around brackets in a good area will be around 600 US a month. Then the rest is for you to live on, and it's quite a bit. Zimbabwe is not expensive, especially if you don't live in the lavish lifestyle. Zimbabwe can be very, very inexpensive to live, and for me, that's what's important. The one thing that I love is when I wake up in the morning and I can get to spend time with my wife. I can get time to spend with my children and slow down the pace and not worry about needing to rush out to work. For me, that's important. And working on my spiritual side, that's important. And guys, you live once, like I said. This is not a rehearsal. If you decided to move back, best thing to do is to do your homework properly. And if I can contribute to a bit of information, by all means, please feel free to ask, and please subscribe to this channel. And thank you so much, guys. Peace.